Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy. Today we're going to do a Savers run. Yeah, we're going to do a full walkthrough of this store. Yeah, I edited this already. Pretty much going to walk the whole store. I put a few edits in there, cut out a little bit of dead space, a little bit of time that it's just staring at the ground or the cart. But first thing you always got to do when you go to Savers, at least bring a little donation there. Make sure you have a 20% coupon if you don't have one already. Get it, save 20% off your full purchase. You can see the next day was 25% off. So that's kind of why I go on Wednesday, the day before the big sale. The store is usually not too busy, and that kind of proved true today because there were only a few people in the store while I was there. Always hit this little section first, this little collectibles row at this store. Just checking out different random stuff that's on the shelf, seeing what's going to catch my eye. There's a little bit of everything on this shelf. There's stuff and things, but I'm always looking at different things. This is a Betty Boop little, I don't even know what you call these things, a little cube with her image in there. If it was $1 at a garage sale or something, I might have bought it and thrown it in my booth for $5 or $6, but not for $4 and change. And we're getting over here. I actually do find a couple things up here on the top shelf, almost kind of hidden. And we have some Star Wars toys. Yeah, these aren't the original 1970s, but you can see here I do show the date. These are from the mid-1990s. I think they were from like 1996 and 1997. And this is Boba Fett Slave 1 ship. Then we got Luke's Land Speeder. Show you each of the little tags down at the bottom so you can kind of see the price, see when these are from. And this was a nice little land speeder. A lot of times that little shield's missing. I forget the name of this ship. This one actually makes noises. There's a few little buttons on there and you can press. So I did go ahead and pick up all three of those ships. Again, I'm going to use that 20% off coupon. So any prices you see, I'm going to pay a little bit less. Got those in the cart. I say, it's kind of a okay deal, not the greatest price, but it's something that I can put in my booth and always looks good. There was one other Star Wars toy here on this shelf, and I think this was like a Micro Machine playset. Didn't look it up while I was at the store or anything. I did look it up at home. I don't think it's worth a whole lot, and I ended up not getting this one. Although of course I could have just added to the other ones. You can see that was made by Gloob 1998. I do like the wall of hanging bags, whether it's all the different collectibles. Oop, we're not there yet. We're checking out this little Dodge Viper here. It is really cool, really nice car, but everybody knows these little ones on the plastic stands just don't sell for a whole lot. There'll be a couple more of those later. Cool little Mickey, little cross-stitch thing here, but it was priced too high, and they don't really sell that great. Calculator, but it's the 30, not one of the better TI calculators, so keep moving along. These next few aisles aren't the most exciting, I'm going to admit. I could have just fast-forwarded through these aisles, but I wanted to show you the whole store. Maybe y'all see something on one of these shelves that you said, Mike, you should have picked that up. That thing sells for $50. Or you're right, it is just a bunch of garbage that didn't sell at people's garage sales, and then they brought it in and donated it at the Savers. But you never know, because a lot of times people carry stuff around stores. They set stuff on shelves that doesn't belong in these sections. Store employees could put new items away in the wrong section. So I've always got to check things out. And here's a couple more things. These are just a couple souvenir Diamondback bats of Travis Lee. He was like the first draft pick of the Diamondbacks back in the 90s. He hasn't played for the team in 30 years, and he's not really well collected. So even at $3, even getting a little bit of a discount, definitely not something that I'm going to purchase. But yeah, we're just going to continue on through this section. I find a couple little trays here. I think these are like an old Dodge or an old Ford Torpedo. A couple little serving trays. There's no brand or anything on them, but it's just kind of a random thing. And I do not pick those up. I think that's like a drink topper from Disneyland or Disney World or something. It was kind of cool, but again, nothing that you're going to buy to resell. Other than that, I'm just kind of browsing around. Like I said, there's nobody in the store really, so I didn't have to worry too much about getting in anybody's way while I was recording today. I did think these were kind of cute, these little pumpkin cats. But it's we're about 1 week from Halloween, actually less than that now. And we're getting ready to take our decorations down here in a few days, so no reason to add any more. Another section I like is this little picture section. I found autograph pictures over here, sports pictures, superhero stuff, all kind of things that I sell at my collectibles booth, but didn't see anything today. Now here in the office supplies, there's that bucket or whatever of wine corks. I see these everywhere now. It seems like every store has a bag or a bundle of wine corks. So there's people doing a lot of wine drinking out there. No mugs, no cups, no anything over here special that I show. Just kind of browsing the shelves. Picture frames, again, just kind of that standard thrift store stuff that fills shelves that doesn't really sell. And especially when you're a reseller, definitely nothing that you're really checking out too closely. Hey, look, there is a person down there. Check out these shelves. Do I look at anything on these shelves? I probably do. What's over here? I don't know. Am I picking something up? Oh, yeah. These little canisters. These were actually pretty nice. It was by Poly Farms or Poly something. It's a little plastic 4 canister set. Definitely vintage. I did look them up afterwards. And there's 2 on eBay. 2 complete sets of 4 listed for about $30. They had them at $7 for the whole set, which is a really great price, but they don't seem to sell. There's no solds on that Poly brand. But if you had a collectibles booth or something that maybe you would sell there, or an antique shop, something along those lines, definitely would have picked those up at that $7 price. I think that was an employee right there stocking some shelves, but if they did put anything out, they didn't put a whole lot out that I was looking for. I'm still checking the shelves for Cutco branded stuff. I still yet to find a Cutco item in the wild at a thrift shop. Look, another person there. That was another shopper. But yeah, check out some more stuff here. What's on this aisle? We got some baking stuff. And I think I just walked down this aisle without really looking at too much. I just kind of scanning side to side, seeing if I see any cast iron pan. There's a little peanut dispenser. If anybody needs one of those, raise your hand if you have a peanut dispenser in your house. And I bet none of you did. Although this little thing was actually pretty cool. This was like a little post-it note dispenser that looked like an old Kodak camera or a little instant camera. So I thought that was kind of neat. But again, nothing that I'm going to buy. Just look at it and say, ooh, that's neat. All right, let's wrap around the corner, see what's over here. We're getting over to like, I don't know, some Christmassy stuff, I think. Yeah, a lot of the Christmas stuff is coming out in thrift stores, at least here in Arizona. The Goodwills have been loading up all their Christmas stuff. I've already bought several things for my collectibles booth and to sell online. Cool little bell there. I don't know what it might be worth. Maybe that's just the $5 that it had on there. Cool little weird funky SpongeBob, dude. I think that was probably something somebody got out of the swap meet. It was all some bootleg SpongeBob. But yeah, check your stores. When they got the Christmas stuff coming out, especially when they first stock those shelves, you can find some really cool old stuff. The thing I always like to find is the old drip lights. I never knew what they were until a few years ago. I had found some of the Christmas drip lights. I think that's what they're called, drip lights. And they look really cool. As long as they work, they sell pretty well for you. I found a few bundles of those. Check out this duck. It sort of looks handmade, hand-painted. It says blue something, teal bird. But I don't think it's worth anything. What's over here? Oh, this giant. Look at the size of this pine cone. This thing is massive. I assume that it's a real pine cone. I don't know. Do they make fake pine cones? But that thing was huge. But I think they priced it at like $7 for a pine cone that you might be able to find out in nature for free. But if you want a $7 pine cone, go to the Savers in Scottsdale. It's probably still there waiting for you. All right, up here there was a couple more cars. These were a different brand, so I was kind of checking out. I believe it's Mira. It's 1949 Ford. And again, just these ones on the plastic bases. They sell for $10 to $20, but when they're out of the boxes, they're going to sell for a little bit less. And definitely at $10, I'm not buying these. Maybe for a buck or two at a garage sale, I might have picked them up to throw in my collectibles booth and put them there for $10 or $12. They're really nice. They got opening doors, trunks, hoods, all that stuff. But yeah, definitely too expensive to buy for a reseller. I don't really even go through the clothes over there. They have a lot of t-shirts, a lot of jackets and sweatshirts and that type of stuff, but I didn't pick any of it up. Didn't even go through it. I rarely do. I might stroll down the aisle. You're not going to see any clothes searching in this video here. All right, up here we're getting to some Halloween, some other holiday stuff, but this just caught my eye. I don't know why. Just this old clown makeup kit. I'm going to flip it over here in a second. I believe it's from the 1980s. And I don't know if you'd want to put any makeup from the 1980s on your face. I don't know what it would do to it. Yeah, I'm not going to try it out. Okay, over here is a section I do like. This little, we'll just say it's a crafting area. I do look for all these different cross-stitch kits and everything by Sunset, Janlin, and some other brands. Didn't find any here in this batch. I do kind of flip through them. I see this really cool Winnie the Pooh one, but I think that was like $7 or $6. Yeah, $8. I was even wrong. It was even higher than I thought. Just nothing in there that was worth buying. Again, if you can find these things for $1 or $2 at estate sales and garage sales, you can sell these for, $10, $15, $20 for your average kit. Some go for a little more, but, in general, that's kind of the price range they sell for. But, yeah, nothing over here. All right, we're going to rotate here. Go check out the games. I usually like to look through the games and the toys the best. That's what I always like going through. But today, their selections were pretty slim. Shelves weren't completely full. And they didn't really have anything that was very exciting. Although I do look down here at the bottom, and there is a turntable Tripoli game, which is one of my favorite games to resell on Amazon. But they generally sell around Christmas time. For some reason, I think people are buying them as gifts. That one was marked $7. I believe I have 7 of them in stock and listed on Amazon right now, hoping that they will sell again come this holiday time. All right, we're going to come over here, check out the electronic side and like all the books and CDs and games and all that stuff over here. I'm going to look at a couple of them. I haven't probably bought a CD at a store in a long time, but I do look to see if there's anything new that catches my eye that for whatever reason I want to check it out. But I do show you that here we got Eddie Rabbit. These are all like $1.99 each. That's the price they sell them for here. There was one sealed one here of somebody I've never heard of. I just move along. I don't know what caught my eye and made me want to check those out today, but I did. Look through their game section. I think 90% of games that I see in stores are either, $6 for Hannah Montana. And then there was one other game I looked at here that this one, the gig, was priced $8. But yeah, most of them seem to be Xbox 360 and Wii games. I think that's 90% of the games that you see, and the majority of them don't sell for a whole lot. I have been trying to find some to put into my collectibles booth. I am wanting to add video games in there, but the stuff that you can sell for $5 to like $15. Look at the price on this thing. $20 for that one, $15 for that one. Some of those spindles of CDs do sell for okay money, but not when you're having to pay $15 and $20 for them. That's a little bit crazy. Even for savers, even with a 20% discount coupon, that's going to be way too much. Now, if you need them for personal use, that might not be a bad price. Nothing over here in the electronic section. Some cute little ladybug lights that somebody might want. And I do look for cameras in this section. There's a couple here that don't really have any value, but definitely keep an eye out in that section. They tend to just throw them in the bags and throw them up on the shelves. You'll find all kind of different electronics there. But we'll look over here, check the bags one more time, and we'll head over here. Now, I showed these in the last video, and I don't know why these things piqued my interest at all, but they had a bunch of these yellow chairs, and they were only $5 each. Now, for savers to price something at $5, especially like a piece of furniture, is pretty crazy. But yeah, $5 for those, and I think they sold a few of them, but they had to have, I think, 40 or 50 of them the last time I was there, selling through a few of them. All right, now we are going to find something else that I am going to buy. I found this little pet milk sign. I have never heard of pet milk. I'm assuming this is something from like the 40s or the 50s. If you ever use pet milk, put it in the description and let me know what you used there, what you baked with it. I couldn't tell if this was a reprinted sign, but either way, it was pretty cool. It was $7. I'm going to use my coupon. And that one I will also take to my collectibles booth. I do pretty good with signs in there, whether they're newer ones or reprinted signs. They do sell pretty good there. The sections over here that are like the skeleton shelves are the tools and the sporting goods, which is odd because I would think this kind of stuff gets donated quite a bit. They have this random box of balls. You get some tennis, baseball, wiffle, golf, and a hockey puck. Now, it's only $3. They priced it trying to get rid of it, but I don't think there's any kid going into the store going, Mom, buy me this little tub of random sport balls. Yeah, this is pretty sad stuff in here. Some golf range balls, some little kid t-ball gloves. Now, I do look at this one little bun head or round head weight as a vintage weight. If you find these in sets, they can do fairly well. Look for York, look for Weeder, look for a couple of those brands. But I like to find them in pairs. I have a few little oddball ones sitting around the house waiting to try to pair them up, but it'll probably never happen. But yeah, just kind of checking the store out, continue on. We're going to rotate around here in a second. We'll get to the section that I don't know why I showed these crutches. I don't know. They were brand new. Again, if you need a pair of brand new crutches, they have a couple over there at Savers. But I like looking through the toys the most. Oh, no, I'm wrong. I'm ahead of myself. We're going to check out the hats. Flipping through the hats, the first thing that I'm usually looking for on the side is looking for trucker style hats, meaning that hopefully that they're older ones. But so many companies now have been making new hats as trucker style. I did like this one here with a little skull with a blue line. That one was pretty cool. Trying to figure out what some of these other logos are, but there's just a bunch of random mishmash up here. And they do price their hats fairly high, anywhere from $7 to $10, $12. I mean, it's not out of the question. Little Hawaii one there. That one was at least new with a tag, but I wanted $10 for that one. A couple blanks. So yeah, I think I'm going to move along here. Hopefully not too long. You guys are going, Mike, come on, these hats here. I got a Byron Nelson Classic. That one could have had a little bit of value, but I bet if you look it up, there's 20 on eBay and 1 or 2 of them sold. So yeah, we'll make it around to the other side. Quick little scan of like the sweatshirt area, but nothing jumps out at me. Again, I don't really flip them. Something's really got to catch my attention in the clothing area to make me want to check it out and buy it. This time there's a few more hats, but we're more like ski caps, skull caps, that type of stuff. But there's some printing on them. I see a Washington State, and again, just kind of checking out these random logos, trying to figure out what the heck they are. Still moving along, and finally we're going to turn here, I think, and get to the toys. Now, I don't know why toys are always my favorite to look through at all the thrift stores. Maybe it's the kid in me that likes buying and selling toys. And they have a lot here. These shelves are fairly full, but it's filled with a lot of just garbage toys that nobody wants, that half the time are broken, and on top of all of it, they price them high. It's not like they're $1, $2, $3. They're like $5, $7, $10 for their toys. There's a bunch of stuff in the way, so I'm kind of filming this way that I'm going to have to kind of walk around the stuff. You see a little finger cameo up there in the upper right. But I do want to check out this Nerf gun that's down here. Now, this is a Nerf Long Strike. This dart blaster or dart gun, whatever you want to call it, did used to sell for over $100 on Amazon. I know the price has dropped down, but this one does not have the barrel extension, and you need that barrel extension to get the full price for that. Just the barrel itself sells for about $20 shipped. So if you find the barrels, you can sell those pretty easily. But the gun without it, most people don't buy them. So I go ahead and pass on that. I do also check this one out. This one is called the Hailfire, but it's missing a bunch of the pieces. I think the last one of those I sold for about $70 on Amazon, but it had all the magazines, it had the full shield on it. That one was missing it, so I don't buy them if they're not complete. Come over here. I know a lot of people love reselling Bop Its. I see other videos where people go, oh, Bop It, yep, get it. I'm going to sell it for $25 or $30 on Amazon. I've never picked one up, and every time I check prices, they're much lower than other resellers are quoting. But either way, I don't buy used Bop It toys. Maybe you're looking at it going, Mike, you should have bought it. And maybe I should have, but, I don't. This is a really cool dollhouse. If someone needed a big dollhouse for their kid, that one was kind of nice. One more row of toys. Yeah, there's still a whole nother shelf over here. And, of course, I got to check these out. I don't know if you've noticed or if you can hear it at all. I got a little, it's called fall music playing in the background. I hope it's not going to give me a strike for music on YouTube. It's Tales of the Magic Tree by Litvinovsky. Yeah, I don't know. I just figured I needed a little extra music playing in the background for when you can't hear me talking through all of this. But yeah, there's not a whole lot over here. I'm just kind of scanning through here. We do get up to the bags of toys, and again, I always like looking through those too, see if I can find any gems, but got to check out these other little toys and the stuffed animals. I do take a couple glances at a couple different things we got. I don't know, I'll call it Yellow Sonic. I'm sure that one has a different name than Sonic, but that one was $4. And this other one caught my eye. This is an owl and her mouse from Goodnight Owl. Surprisingly, priced at $2.49. I did look that one up later, and there's only 2 sold and about 20 some listed, so it's not a great sell-through rate on the owl. Although if you want it for personal use, $2.49 was a pretty good price. Again, I'm checking these toy bags. I find a lot of different stuff. Disney Infinity figures. I found Pop figures in here. I find Minecraft figures. I'm looking at a little Donald Duck bag. But again, the prices tend to be a little more than I want to pay most times for most of these little toy bags. Although I do get to some here in a second, once I kind of get through scanning through all of them. You can scan along with me. Get over here to the dolls, kind of get through that one here quickly, eventually. I think those were chess pieces that I'm looking at up there. But yeah, I get past the dolls, and I get over here, and I see eventually, come on, Mike, get over to the next section. Not this one, it's even the next one. What's that guy? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, in the next section, I do see some cards. And a lot of times you'll see baseball and football cards in there, and they'll put a little bag of 30 of them for, $5 to $10. This time they had Pokemon cards. And these ones were shiny and foily on the front and back. And they're surprisingly priced relatively okay, $3.49. So I did grab 2 bags of those that showed the foil ones on them. They had a bunch of other bags that did not show foil ones. So for that price, I did not buy them. They were like $1 a bag. I would have picked up the other ones. In the other 2 bags, I don't show it later in the video or anything, but they were full of all foil cards. Some of the foil ones are commons, but they do great when I'm putting bulk lots into my collectible store. I'll put those on like the front and the back of the box so people can see that they get some foil uncommons or rares, and sell those little boxes for like $10 a piece. All right, we're going to go up here. Past the shoes, I don't even walk into this section at all. I can't remember the last time I bought a pair or found a good pair of shoes at a Savers. But I like showing this little collectibles area up here because they have a lot of nice overpriced stuff that's not really worth a whole lot. Some Pokemon things, I don't even know what those were. But they've been pulling like their VHS and CDs and other stuff that they think is worth a lot of money because resellers keep going, ooh, sealed VHS, it's worth $1 million. But yeah, in reality, it's not. There's a little Simpsons one, some kind of other ones in there. Go up to this top shelf. There's the video games. Show you a quick little glance of what those are, but they're like 8, 9, 12. I see some other prices in there. And Max Headroom's still here. Showed you that last week. And I think that's about all we got to show you here in the case. A couple other little things I'm going to rotate around. We're going to walk over to the checkout. Now, Savers, at least here, all have self-checkouts now. I don't even know if they have any regular counters. They just have like one person manning like the 6 or 8 self-checkouts there. So we're going to go ahead and check out. I don't show you that, but I do show my cart. There's my stuff. Here's my receipt. I just paid $37.10 for everything. I did use that 20% off coupon. So all the prices you saw were 20% off. We're going to do a quick recap here once I get out to the car, get out the doors, and show you everything that I did pick up. Now here's the Slave 1 Boba Fett ship. Picked it up for $9 or $10. Remember, it's going to be discounted. Put that in my booth for $25. This other ship, I put in my booth for $28. It does have sounds that it makes, and it did work. The speeder I put in for $15. This metal sign I put in for, Pokemon cards. Those will just be part of bundles, so open those up. And like I said, they were all foil cards. And the last thing was this metal sign. I'm putting that in my booth for $20. It was a little bit faded, but yeah, put it in there for $20. And I think that's it. So thanks everybody for watching, and hit thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.